Hi guys, welcome to the mix. It's time for another weekly roundup. And yeah, you have to forgive me for trying to inject a little extra enthusiasm and energy into this week. But yeah, I am shooting this late on a Friday, which is never historically the best time for me to do these things. I'm not quite firing on all cylinders after long fractious weeks and stuff, and it has been a long, stressy week here in the mix. We've been super busy, which again is a good thing. I know I shouldn't complain, but we've got a couple of new people in. We're trying to train them up as well. Yeah, we've had one or two new things arriving. Obviously, any launch this big, like the Grenade box, the main thing I'm going to tell you about here, it causes a little bit of fun and games in the warehouse as we try and keep up with the orders and all the other bits and pieces. But I guess beyond that, there's the weight of this horrible coronavirus thing that, yes, is impacted across the UK, increasingly so, but across the world as well. So a lot of people worried, a lot of people not too sure what's going to happen. Yeah, it's very up in the air, and it's just it's an anxious time, and I guess that weighs on you a little bit. It's almost the worry of the thing that's worse than the actual thing. But anyway, all that's going on in the background. The cool thing about what we do here in the mix is that nothing's too serious and nothing's too savoury, I guess, except maybe these things. But yeah, we concentrate on the sweet stuff, the frippery, and yeah, very excited to have a few cool bits to talk to you about here. So yes, yeah, I'm going to try and throw all the appropriate energy into that, all the necessary vigour to get across the fun bits and pieces here against the backdrop that none of us really want to think about right now. Anyway, preface aside, yeah, I am here late on a Friday, a little bit frazzled, but I'm going to try and do my best. Energy drink in hand as always. I'm going with America Energy again, because it sort of ties in with a launch. Little bit of a disappointment. The new flavours, Liberty and Justice, and so Liberty is, I believe, strawberry kiwi. I want to say strawberry kiwi, maybe strawberry watermelon. And Justice is blackberry lemonade, so I did remember that one. They are in the country, the distributor has got them in, and they are about ready to ship. We were actually expecting our first shipment of them today, a whole ton of cases, didn't make it in. So I haven't actually had time to chase and find out why that was the case. Maybe the couriers just dropped the ball, but they're out there somewhere. So the listings are up on site, you'll see them, they're in our America Energy bundle. These will be on site live probably Monday, so they didn't come in today, Friday. I'm guessing they're out there somewhere. If they didn't arrive today, they will maybe Saturday, but Monday. So as soon as they hit the mix, we will put them up on site as well. But we have those two new flavours. That'll probably be in the next weekly roundup. I'll go over them in more detail because I confess I haven't even tried them yet. Anyway, they were on my mind, and I wanted to talk to you about them today, but it'll have to wait. So for now, I will just rely on my old favourite, the Not Your Granny's Apple, to see me through doing this video at 7:30 or whatever it is. Anyway. Okay, so why are you here? What do you come to see in this week's roundup? Well, the main event, unfortunately, is not nearly as much to cover as in the last weekly roundup, so I'm so sorry about the length of that one. Again, that really did get away from me. I'm timing this here, and it'll be shorter, don't worry. Everyone's got stuff to do. Anyway, yeah, the Grenade Choc Chip Salted Caramel Bar. Like, I needn't show you this one. I needn't even show you the nice looking wrapper on this thing. That name alone should make you salivate a little bit here. Grenade, they're maybe not as exciting as they once were. I mean, they're not, you know, they're obviously still super popular, still continually sells, but obviously here in the mix, but Amazon, Grenade's own site, all the supermarkets, all the Smiths, convenience store, absolutely everywhere. You can't avoid carb killers at this point. They've totally taken the market by storm. They've exploded onto the market. Well, they did 4 years ago now, probably, and they've only really grown ever since. But the new launches, certainly in the main Carb Killa range, have been a little bit thin on the ground. It feels like there's been less coming out. But there are new flavours. We had the vegetarian-friendly, the veggie-friendly dark chocolate raspberry that was probably more of a niche offering, but a great texture on that bar. You know, nice, bold intensity of flavour. Yes, the vegetarian thing. That has continued to do very well actually, but the big hitter was obviously the white choc salted peanut. Obviously that was going to win. So if you like that bar, and you like Grenade's first ever bar, it was the Caramel Chaos, this guy here. And probably, I'm just thinking about what bars are being mashed up in this one. Probably the Choc Chip Cookie Dough, which is a wonderful hidden gem bar. Sounds maybe a little bit boring, a little bit dull, a little bit fudge brownie-esque, but For me, it had the creamiest, milkiest chocolate around it, a very, very nice, almost cookie dough-like texture inside. That was probably intentional. And yes, the chocolate chips, that's gone on in this lovely new bar here as well. It's lent those chocolate chips. It's lent the creamy, milky chocolate coating, which is fantastic. It really is a bit different. It's not on so many of the other bars, but they do seem to have replicated it in here. So big fan of that. That was the first thing I tasted when I bit into it, and very pleased about that. And obviously I mentioned the white choc salted peanut, not because there's any peanuts in this, there aren't, but yes, I guess the salted thing, but it is that format. So it's that slightly newer Grenade format, little bit of a chunkier bar, a little bit softer inside. Nutritionals actually, if you're looking at it, are that tiny little bit higher. So it's pushing up beyond the 200 calories to sort of 220, 230. I mean, this one here actually lands, what's this? 226. So yeah, between 220 to 30. So just a smidgen higher, but it's still super low sugar. I think it's 1.4 grams of sugar a bar. Yes, it is. 20 grams of protein. I think it's a good... It's a better format, I think, for Grenade going forward. So I think some more of their bars are going to move over. It's a format, I'll be honest, very, very similar to the Bear Bells bars, that are obviously fantastic, and to the Fulfil bars. And with that in mind, they obviously have, over at Fulfil, the Choc Salted Caramel, similar sort of colour scheme area they've gone for here. So I love this bar. I think I've probably said on here a few times, went out in our emails, this was actually our #1 best-selling bar of 2019. They pipped Grenade with this one. The white choc salted peanut was close, but this took it. And of course, a salted caramel, indeed a caramel chocolate bar, it's far more middle of the road. It's going to appeal to far more people, was always going to do well. So it's a fantastic bar here. And yes, there's a big similarity between it. Nutritional is obviously very similar. Texture inside's very similar. General kind of triple layer format with the caramel is very similar. Is this, I mean, a lot of you have probably tried this. A lot of you probably think this is great. This is my sister's favourite bar, for example. It's a widespread appeal one. I think off the top of my head, having tried them, there's more crunch to this bar. Grenade have indeed swapped crunch for chocolate chips in this. I actually prefer the chocolate chips, so you may argue with me on that one, but because this is a little bit closer to Grenade's cookie dough bar, the choc chip cookie dough, yeah, I love that one. This will take it for me. Anyway, it's also, so there's no point talking about competitors and things there. It's also definitely more salty. So yes, it's caramel, but I think because they have this bad boy here, they had to lean a little bit more on the saltiness of it to really make it stand out. And by God, have they. So I really like it. It's the thing is, there's so many companies put the word salted on there just because why not? Makes it sound a bit more exciting, and salted caramel is just a little bit jazzier than regular caramel, a little bit more sexy. And so I get why you would do it from a marketing perspective. If you were releasing a bar that was broadly speaking chocolate and caramel, why not call it chocolate salted caramel? It just sounds a little bit more exotic, a little bit more intriguing, a little bit more stand out on the shelf. I get it, but it's a little bit disingenuous when you don't actually do anything to earn that salted moniker. And yeah, the Fulfil offering, the choc salted caramel, I don't get a lot of salted in that. It's still a nice chocolate caramel bar with crunchies in, but I don't get much salted. This one, I do get salted. So way to go, Grenade. As usual, I'm talking to you way too long. All you guys just want to see this thing. If you haven't tried it yet, you need to. It's a really good bar. I will, spoiler alert, that one for you. It's really nice. So let's have a quick look what we're working at. What we're working at? See, this is why I don't do these videos late, because the words don't come out right in my head. I'm getting too old. There you go. It's knobbly. It is, I mean, depth-wise, it's probably about Carb Killa thing, but it seems a little bit narrower across. There's less breadth to the bar. But it's got the same structure inside, as you'll see. Incredibly knobbly. We're getting some focus on the knobbles. You definitely need some high-definition knobblage there. Come on. Yeah, you can see there's knobbles there. So very milky chocolate chips, they're studded all over the thing, very sturdy, they're not going to fall off inside the chocolate. Okay, and we are full on truffle here. So chocolate base layer, I've no idea if they got salt into that or just the caramel, but as I'm eating this, the salt is very, very much there. It's incredibly moreish. It obviously is like a flavour enhancer, so I think it's great. I don't think anyone will find it overblown. But to my mind, I pick salt up more in this bar than I have in any other bar of late. Anyway, you've seen that. It's on there. It's on there. I mean, it really is nice. I'm a very Cadbury's-like chocolate, and that's what I really love about that chocolate chip cookie dough. I've had lots of arguments with Henry here in the mix about whether or not the chocolate chip cookie dough bar tasted more like a Cadbury's flake, which is what I think, or it tastes more like a Cadbury's curly whirly. You know, the one with the like hard caramel inside with the chocolate coating. Yeah, texture-wise, it's definitely closer to a flake than it is to a curly whirly, because that's quite a tough one. It's like taffy, you know, but I think the similarity is the Cadbury's milky, very sweet chocolate coating the thing. So, yeah, love that in here. Texture inside of the stuff. Yes, you can squish it with your fingers. It is pretty soft, so it makes it one of the softer ones. Some of the Grenade bars are a little, they've quite an old school, like a harder base. It's quite satisfying, and it's quite nice. I mean, obviously, otherwise, Grenade would never have got where they've got to with this. But I do like the newer bars with the softer base, a la Bear Bells, and that is very much present here. And the chocolate chips, my sister tried both of these. She said she misses the crunch of the Fulfil, but I would trade the creamier chocolate, the more salted hit, and you know, obviously chocolate chips still no bad thing. Little bursts of intensity, extra cocoa in there. You never complain about it. I do like crunch. I'm not going to pretend otherwise, but we've had a lot of crunch style bars of late, and it's actually refreshing to have this. So Grenade have managed to not only offer a slightly more diverse, different option from their caramel chaos, because what's the point of relaunching two bars that are essentially the same, right? Well, they're not. These are very different. This is the OG. This was their first bar. This is the first bar that started getting them noticed for snacks. It wasn't probably until the white chocolate bar, the Oreo-style white chocolate cookie, that they really broke through. I think they had this, then they had the cookies and cream, and then they did the white chocolate, I think. The fudge brownie might have been number 2. Either way, this was the one that first got noticed, and it was, you know, even before there was much hype around Grenade doing anything other than like burn bullets or the 50 cal things. It was this bar that actually got people thinking, oh, hang on a second, Grenade are onto something. Anyway, still a great bar. I don't have any plans to discontinue this. It remains a good seller, but I personally am very much into where this is going right now. So as I said, 20 grams of protein. It is 1.4, just 1.4 grams of sugar. It is 20 grams of carbs. Yeah, it's the polyol type 1, fibers, a couple of grams, 226 calories. Yeah, for that, I think it's fantastic. I think it's dead worth it. Yeah, I'll be recommending this to absolutely everyone. I love that salted note in there. It is really noticeable, but not overblown. I've only seen good reviews of this. I think these are in some shops already, some supermarkets you might find these. If you see them, I urge you to pick one up. If not, next time you stop by the mix, grab one. You absolutely need to try it. But if you've ever tried Grenade bars before and you think of them fondly, then it's totally worth trying these. Anyway, this is I think I said in the last video, we actually bought these blind. I didn't know what the flavour was. I was told by the supplier that it was a safe bet, and obviously chocolate, caramel, salted, blah, blah, blah. Definitely a safe bet, but indeed anything Grenade is a safe bet. I was just very pleasantly, not surprised, but I was very pleased with what turned up and when I tried it. So yeah, the post we put online did very well. Millie did another fantastic cross-section shot there. It's done fantastically well all week. It will continue to do so. It's in our Grenade fully loaded bundle, of course, and yeah, that represents Grenade doing a pretty good job for this year, I think. So I actually know they've got more stuff coming out, more different format stuff. I don't know too many details, but I know chocolate's involved. I'm sure it'll be lovely, whatever it is. And yeah, the reload, they've done really well, actually, surprisingly well. The reworked reload flapjacky things, they've become the kind of 2-bite, like soft, fudgy oat bar things with toppings. We've got the Billionaire shortbread, that's the big winner, but that really nice blueberry muffin. We've covered these before. I didn't know whether or not we should do them in the mix. I was really thinking we'd skip them, but then when I tried them, I knew they were too strong not to do them. So they've done really well as well. So Grenade is actually having a strong 2020, I would say. Anyway, thank you, Grenade. That was a very pleasant surprise launch here. What else have we got to tell you about snack-wise? Actually, I will just jump over and mention on a competitor front, Fulfil, because they have no new bars I know about. However, yeah, we've done that. You will... more energy. No, I'm back. Hello. I should get caffeine injected or something at some point. At this point. Right, sorry. Fulfil, I believe they too have been moving factory, and the Choc salted caramel indeed moved to a very Bear Bellsy format. I would hazard a guess that it's now the same manufacturing facility as the Bear Bells bars. And their Choc PB, the orange bar here, that's it, same format there. So that started coming from that factory too, I think. Here it is. No, not that one. This one. The chocolate fudge brownie. That was probably the most recent one we got from them. A little bit of a boring bar, but just a nice bar, right? A nice chocolate bar. It's not got any particular standouts. In format, it's very close to the Grenade one, to be fair. It's that same sort of narrower thing. Anyway, that one, again, has done actually quite well. It's a sort of... it's not like a headline sort of thing, but it's quite a popular bar. People just buy them and munch through them and, yeah, kind of do their thing, enjoy them. Anyway, all that's to say, that new format here has been rolled out to more flavours. So we've tweaked the nutritionals on site because they have changed a bit. They have got a little bit less macro-friendly, I suppose. The calories have nudged up closer to that 220, 230 mark. But again, I think it's worth it. You get a nicer texture for that. And yeah, just a better bar all around, really, I think. So it's worth it for those extra sort of 10 calories. The old school Fulfil bars now are looking very long in the tooth. Quite hard, quite thin, like the crunchy bits. I mean, when you eat them side by side, you realise what a kind of gear shift these things are. Anyway, the milk chocolate mint bar has now moved. You'll notice there's new improved taste. That's the move of that factory. So it's got a little bit fatter, a little bit thinner, and yeah, really nice flavour to it. This is more Viscounty than ever, actually. This is a real win. The other tweak they've done is to the older chocolate caramel cookie dough bar. This is always a slightly betwixt and between bar. It was basically a brownie with a slightly cookie flavour to it. I don't know. There's no big chunks of cookie dough or anything particularly spectacular in it. So it's a bar that stuck around. It's not one of my favourites. But anyway, that has moved. It is an improvement with the texture. Still less than 3 grams sugar, 20 grams of protein than the rest. But I think that's a more radical shift. So I think the mint one is a bigger win for me. This one, it's still an okay bar, but I could take it or leave it, to be honest. Anyway, they have moved format, so just keep an eye on the nutritionals. You can see if there's a bit of a change there that might upset you or not. But all the bars we've got leaving us now are this new format. Ditto with the mint chocolate here. Again, it's updated on site. Go and check it out if it's a worry. But otherwise, if you tried this in the past, thought it was okay, keen to see what they've done, then yes, this flavour's moved over as well. We haven't seen new chocolate orange yet, but I bet that's coming. And we haven't seen a rework of the peanut and caramel yet. So that I'm not sure about because it's a bit of a crossover with the Choc PB. So if I were with them, I would probably... This is very, this bar's been around for ages. If I were with them, I'd probably say goodbye to this one and focus on the Choc PB. But we'll see. I may be proved wrong in that, and obviously they've got the hazelnut whip. That's the new factory already, so that's all fine. Anyway, yeah, leave Fulfil alone. Grenade is obviously the order of the day here. Next one, I'm going to move to supplements. GFuel, I did say we had a reload coming up. We indeed got, well, I say it, we got most of it. We are still waiting for a new flavour. It is Castro, collab with Castro there, Guava. So, I mean, on the collab front, I'm not the dude to talk about the collabs. I will hold my hands up and say, look, I don't know who a bunch of these characters are, various clans and the rest of it. I'm all for playing the games, but I can't say I follow the kind of streaming circuit, community, esportsy type thing. I don't get too involved with it. I wish I had the time to be more in there, but I mean, fundamentally, I'm concentrating on the products, and I just love GFuel's flavours, the look and feel of it and everything. If there's a collab attached, brilliant, go for it. But it's, yeah, they don't mean so much to me on these things. I just love the products and the flavours. Anyway, so there's a Guava. Let's just forget the Castro thing. There's a Guava. That one is, I think we've got it on site, but the tubs haven't come in yet. It's a limited edition one, but that will be in beginning, middle of next week. So yeah, keep an eye out for that one. It is coming. But for right now, yeah, we got snow cone back, we got blue ice back, we got sour cherry back, we got strawberry banana, the KSI collab. I do know who KSI is. We got, what else I put here? We got rainbow, rainbow sherbet, they've called it. So that's always a popular flavour. That just sells itself. That one is back. And we did get a new one here, Dubmelon mint. I'll bring this one in. It looks very cute. I really can't get enough of their labels. So this one, as you'll see, is inspired by Daquan. Who is Daquan? I don't know. I really don't know. Henry's going to write the listing and stuff for it. But if that inspires you to buy this, brilliant. Otherwise, Dubmelon mint, it was one of those ones that was so wacky, I either thought this isn't going to sell at all, or it might be quite good. I actually think it's quite nice. It falls to me closer to mojito, and yeah, cocktail wise, and you know we love our cocktail flavors and collabs and things like that, like Ghost do, and well, a lot of supplement companies are doing that sort of thing now, either candy collabs or cocktails kind of things. Mojito one, we haven't had a mojito one we've been very fond of for a while. PES actually used to have a mojito flavor in their alphamine, but that died years ago. See, again, I always liked it, but it's too niche a flavor. It's like we've got a Moscow Mule now in the Yummy Sports like BCAAs, and again I think it's quite nice, the sort of limey, sort of gingery flavor, but it's not the best seller. Pina Colada is flying, but Moscow Mule maybe a tad weird. Anyway, mojito, big fan of mojitos as well. And this lands like a watermelon mojito. So it's a lovely mix of the thing. It's actually so much nicer than I thought it would be. Very, very, yes, crisp, quite refreshing. But that one is in the mix now as well. So restock on that. We are missing, I think we got Phaseberry we're still waiting on. That's for the Phase Clan collab that's been around for a long time. Very popular flavour. That will be coming back midweek as well, along with the Castro. And we've got some stick packs. So, I mean, there's not really a lot to bring in and show you here. But for some of their most popular long-standing flavours, it's a single-serve stick pack type thing, sachet sample of these. So each box, you can buy the box if you want. If you buy 20, you will get the box of it. They're a box of 20. But they are single-serve, single serves of the relevant flavours they're talking about. So, yeah, we've got the blue ice, we've got the sour cherry, we've got the rainbow sherbet, and we've got that ever-popular Phaseberry. So, yeah, they're in the mix as well. I think they are like $2.50 or something, $2.50 a serving, but we've basically, that's the RRP, but we've quite quickly discounted them down. So if you buy like one of each flavour, I think it drops like $2.20, and if you buy 6, I think it drops to £2 each. So if you want these for convenience, just to save you buying a full tub of the 40 servings here, which is actually not bad value for what it is, then you can now try these if you want to try some of the other flavours too. So yeah, we've been after these for a while. And the next thing on our hit list is obviously their energy drinks. I think that maybe back end of the year we might get those. I know the importers are working on it. But yeah, this is it for now, and until more flavours turn up. In terms of collabs, I did see they've just done one with Doom Eternal. So this Doom is something I remember as one of the first first-person shooters, well, ever. But it's the first first-person shooter I really had fun with when I was younger. And I mean, Duke Nukem 3D I really loved. But yeah, Doom is one of those big famous ones, and it's a franchise that's kept going, and there's been a film, that film with The Rock in it and stuff. Anyway, they've done a Doom Eternal collab, which looks really badass, and it's like a spicy demonade, I think they've called it. So you can check it out online. I'm not sure if we'll get that over here, but yeah, I'd love to do that one myself. Get it in the mix, and I see they've actually done a BFG, like kind of the big gun, kind of the top weapon you got in that. They've done a BFG version of it, which is double the caffeine. I think they've hit 300 milligrams, so that'd be a fantastic pre-workout, I'm sure. So yeah, I'll keep an eye out for those. But yeah, GFuel, always fun. Labels are great, lovely, clean energy formula, nootropic focus, and the rest. There's good antioxidants in it as well. These guys are the OG. It's the gaming fuel. They basically created the category. So there are a load of products doing it now, loads of products just offering nootropics and things. But like always, this is tried and tested. Formulas like 140, 150 milligrams of caffeine, nothing that's going to make you too jittery, but yeah, you just get such a wonderful buzz off this, and there's so many great flavors. They've got over 40 now, and yeah, we'll just keep getting them in the mix, but yeah, they're starting to do quite well. Final one. How long have we been going? Actually, not too bad. This might be one of my snappiest videos ever. It's good before I pass out. I need my Friday night ice cream collapse at this point. Yeah. A couple of other bits to tell you about, actually, but yeah, final one in terms of new stuff. Yet more new flavours from Skinny Food Co. This is on the savoury, the sauce side of things. We have got Baconnaise, and we have got Sriracha. I can never pronounce that one right. You know, the weird one, but quite popular, quite in-spicy thing right now. I don't know if it's Thai or whatever it's from, but so yeah, Sriracha, hot chili, and smoky Baconnaise. Sriracha, I could take it or leave it. It's okay. I mean, it's quite a distinctive spice. If you love it, you probably love it. It certainly, well, spices, certainly peps up your food quite a lot. It makes it very distinctive. There's no way you can't put some of this on your chicken breast or whatever and it not be, well, that's backwards. It not be, you know, it not seize your attention. And as with their kind of peri-peri, they've done a pretty good job with it. That's a good, it's quite a good faithful take on it. I think it also benefits from the fact that Sriracha tends to be quite thin. So it's not like you've got the usual battle with gums as you have in some of the mayonnaise-y type barbecue saucy type ones. So yeah, that's an easy win for them. And yeah, it's in the mix now. And the smoky Baconnaise, great flavour. And yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, for that sort of flavour, I'll be honest, I prefer Got7's spicy burger sauce. I think they actually do a carbonara-y one that's got quite a bacon note to it. But the spicy burger sauce, it's kind of like it's got a bacon thing going on as well, but there's garlic in there, it's mayonnaise-y. For this slightly sort of meatier sort of flavour, I just prefer their take on it. But yeah, this one is in there as well. The smokiness is quite nice. I mean, I've no doubt it'll do quite well, but yeah, it's a little bit dull compared to Carb Killers and the rest. But yeah, we periodically get new flavours. I don't even think I told you guys that we got a nacho cheese on the savoury side of things as well. I might have completely missed a video, but that's in the mix as well. I mean, they've already got a 4 cheese that does okay. Nacho cheese, it's I mean, the thing is, nacho cheese is kind of infamously artificial tasting anyway, so actually they couldn't, given what they put in these things and the flavourings and the rest, they actually couldn't do, get that one far wrong. So yeah, tons of those in the mix now anyway. I've just restocked a load of them on site. They continue to do well, particularly on the sweet side of things. Billionaire shortbread's always a big winner. Salted caramel's always a big winner. Maple's always a big winner. The straight up chocolate's always a big winner. The white chocolate continues to do well, so yeah, they're the consistent ones going out. On the savoury side of things, if you've been looking to try some of these and you want the safest bet, because some of them are not so good, and the ones that you'll always permanently see out of stock are the ones that are not so good. The savoury ones, barbecue, smoky barbecue, always classic. That one goes out quite well. I don't particularly love the texture of it, but the flavour's good. The original mayo does quite well. The garlic mayo does quite well. The honey barbecue, actually, that's a nice flavour. That has done very well of late. That's a more recent one. Ketchup continues to go. I think we've got better ketchups in the mix, but yeah, that's always a popular one. I don't think we've ever had any complaints about that. Chip shop curries, that's a hidden gem sort of one. It's not a flavour anyone would even want, but I mean, it's quite a good version for the people who buy it. They've ticked that box quite nicely. Anyway, yeah, you know, there's tons of them on site. You jump over to our sugar-free sauces and dips things. There's a whole mess of them if you're looking to jazz up your food. I know it's fairly early in kind of on-season or comp prep for those of you doing that kind of thing. And you're probably not getting super bored of your food just yet, but yeah, we've got plenty of options as and when you are. Okay, that's about it. That's all the new stuff done. As I say, I wanted to cover the new America energy drinks in a little more detail, the Justice and Liberty, but delivery didn't come in, so shame on the distributor. But we will cover them as and when, hopefully next week, we will have those in, and they'll be in the bundle and all the usual jazz. So yeah, look forward to that. What else have we got coming the weekend? Oh, I mean, other bits of news, yes, loads of PES stuff. So yeah, the products are coming in like a rain at the moment, so we can actually keep up with the K-pop demand. Maybe not in the 5-serving bags, we might be short of those ones, but certainly the 27 serves and the 55 serves, so the £2 and the £4, they are, yeah, we've got loads of those tubs in. For the Choc Mint, we've got that as well. PB Cookie is back, Choc PB Cups is back, Amazing Vanilla is back, and I've managed to secure a load of it this time. So vanillas don't usually sell as like a headline flavour, but PES's does. And what else have we got? Yeah, I've got Alphamene's back, so we've got like cotton candy and raspberry lemonade back. Alphamene had been out for about 2 weeks, so that's back. We've got Prolific back in all flavours. We've got High Volume back in all flavours. We've got some samples in as well, so if you buy some PES stuff, we'll be able to start. We'll start being able to add samples again. Very, very cool. Other kind of best friends in the mix, supplement brand wise, Ghost. We are very low on some SKUs. In fact, on the Ghost Whey, I think we've only got fruity cereal and cereal milk left. I think everything's gone. Even all the vegans gone. The pancake batter held out as long as we could. I'd stockpiled that. Even that's gone. Good news is shipment is due round about now, actually. So provided customs aren't running behind, the product should be in, let's say beginning of next week, and we should be reloaded hopefully towards the end of next week. So that'll be everything back. We're very low on Legend even. We've only got, no, we've got 2 flavours of the Pump still. Burn, we've got all flavours just. We're missing a couple of flavours on the sides, I think. Yeah, but anyway, we'll have all the vegan back and tons of it, all the way back, tons of it. Nothing new as yet, but chocolate cereal milk has now been announced over for Ghost Vegan. That'll be very cool. Chocolate flavours and vegan proteins always do quite well. It's an easy one to nail, basically, and you know Ghost are going to have done that. And peanut butter cereal milk in the Ghost Whey has been out for a very long time. It'd be great to have that one back as well. And cinnamon cereal milk. I managed to hang on to that one for a bit. I'd stockpiled because I love that one. But even that went out about a week ago, 5 days ago. So all of those coming back. Very excited about that. And then hopefully some of the new products will start to roll out. But we won't have the chocolate cereal milk quite yet. Yeah, I mean, I think Ghost have got some delays. But it will be here before too long. So yeah, watch this space. Okay, other big news, sorry, and in a similar vein to Ghost, by the time this video goes up, I think it will have been announced. I'm just going to play it safe in case it hasn't yet been announced by the time I actually get this one live, but sour strips. I'll just grab a bag to help illustrate. Obviously, we got the tropical mango most recently, but you know, the classic ones like the rainbow and the rest. We have got a 5th flavour coming. I've mentioned it on here. Max has started teasing it more and more. We've been syndicating the same thing, so it's on our story right now. And indeed, if you go to the story right now, you might see the actual launch thing. We're very close. Anyway, I'm not going to say exactly what it is, but suffice it to say, if the teasers haven't given it away, it's a flavour a lot of you guys, I think, called, a lot of you guys expected. It is... it's really good. It's really, really good. I mean, it's one of the ultimate sour candy flavours. This is an extra sour one. It really hits the spot. I think it'll do really well, certainly over here with us Brits. It's a flavour we're more used to than, let's say, tropical mango. It is... what else can I say about it? Yeah, I genuinely think it might become the top flavour at the moment. Either blueberry or rainbow are kind of punching #1. I think this one might peak it. So we got the launch coming March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. That's definitely going ahead. As I say, no delays or anything. We have the stock. We are ready to roll. So we are launching that with Max, and yeah, we're shipping everywhere. So wherever you're watching this from, we will ship to you. So no doubt Max is going to sell out straight away as per usual. But yeah, we will fill in the gaps where we can. Yeah, all I will say for now is... other hints aside, one of these a day keeps the doctor away. And right now, that's probably a very topical, very apt, very optimistic, very good thing. So yeah, that is coming very soon. The announcement will be imminent. So probably by the time you see this, it's been announced. Yeah, next one, brand coming back to the mix. We've got Nutry nuts. I mean, I don't really need to bring this in because it looks like a hazard thing, so you can't really miss it. So these are high protein and lower sugar peanut butter cups. So that is what you get. It's just a cup with peanut butter in. I'll go on now, bite it. Really nice. So this is reworked. This is a return for them. On focus, look at that. So Mario over there. Can't beat peanut butter cups. So, we'll probably cover these in more detail in the next video. The stock is arriving on maybe tomorrow. It might be on site by the time you see this. Otherwise, it's arriving Monday. So we've got these back in. It's like $2.50 for a couple of cups, but they're wonderfully well formulated. Very generous amount of peanut butter. They're deeper than they were before. The chocolate is creamier than it was before. So it's a little bit more milk chocolatey. 12 grams of protein for the 2. I think it was 14 with the other one. So there's been a slight fall off there. But we find the peanut butter is creamier inside. And I say the chocolate is a tiny bit more decadent. So yeah, I think it's absolutely worth it for the slightly higher calories you might find in it, but it's still, yeah, lovely peanut butter, whey protein isolates. It's all good things. I mean, this is, it's definitely more Reese's cuppy. I think if you want a treat, but with the protein in and the lower sugar, I think he's gone in a great direction with it. The packaging, the branding is still as eye-catching and cool as ever. Anyway, yeah, we'll have these in the mix, and we've got a ton of them in. If you remember them from before, by all means jump in, maybe see what's changed, but I have a hunch you'll prefer these. And if you've not tried them before, then great. Guys, it's low sugar, high protein peanut butter cups. What are you waiting for? So yeah, you can get your Nutry Nuts fix in the mix once again. Thank you, Mario. Anyway, it's good to have you back, buddy. Right. That is done too. That is probably about it. I don't know, we're about half an hour now or what we're at. But, oh, yeah, nice to do a slightly snappier one for you. I've no doubt we're going to have more stuff to tell you about. I can't off the top of my head remember stuff coming in. Swolsome, a lot of you might be asking. If we're lucky, back end of next week, Maddie's getting there with her new facility and you've seen her advertising for jobs and things. But other than that, it may be the start of the week after we will have Swolsome back in, but hopefully we'll have it more regularly and flowing at this point. We've been doing some more sampling with Em over at My Muscle Mug. We trialled 3 new flavours today and there were 3 winners. So we might be 3 things joining the range very soon. Yeah, all fantastic, all really, really decadent and enjoyable. Yeah, I think some of her best flavours to date, actually. So that's quite exciting. We have got, let's try and get as much in as possible. What else are we doing? We got a restock on the beanies, so we got the maple and fudge back in, the Turkish Delight. That's back on. I mentioned them last week and they sold out straight away. We managed to rush those back in. Yes, I mentioned America Energy coming in. We have got, potentially a new brand coming in from Portugal, I think. I might as well say the name. It's called Protella. So it's very, very wacky, slightly out there branding, and I really hope they put English language on the labels, otherwise we're going to have an issue. But the stuff that's inside the tub's pretty cool, pretty good nutritionals on it. So there's kind of donuts. There's 3 different flavour varieties of like donut-like things. A very good value with it. There's a pink one as well, very cool. Google them, you'll see what I mean. We'll cover them in more detail when it comes in. There's a whole wacky range. We've got some peanut butters, including flavoured ones, and we've got some high-protein, low-sugar spreads. So, as you can see, Protella, a little bit close to Nutella. I think their main product is kind of a hazelnutty one, but there's a whole load of stuff they do, all really mad. There's things that we haven't even got right now that we'll get. They do like high protein coated peanuts. They do like crunchy protein balls, loads and loads of wacky stuff. So we have said we'll take some of that on for a little bit of fun. Branding wise, it's maybe not usually where we're at. It doesn't really meet our standards usually, but the stuff inside, it genuinely tastes pretty good. The nutritionals are pretty good and the pricing's pretty good. So we thought as a sort of wild card entry, we'll probably list some of that in the mix. Look out for that. Blah, 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 blah. We heard Mountain Joe's might be coming back with some new stuff. So it was the high protein Rocky Road. We had a few different varieties of. That's kind of disappeared right now. We didn't know if the brand had gone, but the dude is actually bringing it back. He's got something new he's coming to market with. So I've heard very good things. Haven't tried anything yet, but that won't be too long. And then our friends over at Battle Snacks, I mentioned before, they've got some new stuff coming at long last. They've just actually announced today, if you jump onto Instagram, I restoried it, we restored it, but they've actually put it on their account now. It is white chocolate, I've completely forgotten. White chocolate marshmallow, I think that's it. White chocolate crunchy marshmallow, crispy marshmallow. White chocolate marshmallow basically is the thing here. So it's like a white chocolate coated bar with marshmallows, and I think there's sort of caramel layer and then a fondant thing inside. Yeah, we haven't tried it yet. We've been waiting for the samples. We will hopefully have some soon. I can relate just how good these things are. But yeah, everyone seems very excited. It's nice to see something new from Kev and Sean over there. So Battle Snacks are definitely not gone. It's time for a new flavour. So Grenade have had some fun here. Next month, I think we're looking April for this. We should have that one. But jump over to Instagram, show them some love for that. And I know they're very excited to be back with something new. Anyway, right, I will cut it off there. I hope you are well, guys. I really sincerely hope that this whole coronavirus drama that seems to be, well, gripping the world is, I don't know if they're on delay mode at the moment or containment or whatever the hell they're calling it. I keep following the news and getting a bit confused. But yeah, I hope it's not affected any of you guys. And yeah, fingers crossed it doesn't affect things like body power and summer events and you know, like, you know, festivals, concerts, holidays, like all sorts of fun things you might be doing. Let's just hope it doesn't put too much of a dampener on that, and let's obviously hope there's not too big a toll cost to, well, life or some business and the rest of it, and kind of all the fun things we're all looking forward to this summer as we're kind of coming out of this horrible bleak, grey, rainy winter we've had. But yes, touch wood, we'll be okay, we'll pull through, and until that time, we've got lots of sweet things and fun treats to distract you guys and keep everyone happy. So yeah, fantastic. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a wonderful evening, and hopefully I will catch you next week. Bye for now.